Drive on ARCN Television, Nigeria's first agricultural television in the capital city of Abuja. I am Hilda Holmes from Fonto. I'm your host on Kitchen Drive. And today, like any other day, I'm going to present to you our recipe because we are going to make beans, corn, plantain, and of course, we'll serve it with fish. Plantain, for you should know. You should take note that plantain is going to be our main menu for this month. And we have different recipes that you can do with plantain, but today is just beans, corn, and of course, we're going to serve it with fish. Plantain, which is the main ingredient, will be inclusive. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the program continues. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. Welcome back. Before we went to the break, I told you that we are making beans, corn, plantain, and of course, we serve it with fish. So these are the recipes that we're going to use. The plantain, which is the main, main target or main focus of today's program. We have different vegetable because of course I love vegetables. We have our spices here. We have our blended tomato and all sorts of pepper. Of course, I added of the ginger here. We have our red oil, and of course we have the beans here with the corn. We've boiled it, we're going to recook it. So the first stage of the cooking is already done here. Our fresh tomato, of course, is here, and then more of vegetables, the ugu, and of course the protein combination of pomo, meat, fish, just name it, and it's going to be sweet. Let me not bore you. Let's go down to the business of the day. All right, we're going right into the business of the day. I'll have my fire on a very low heat. Then, of course, once it's hot, I'm going to fry my ingredients. So, as I'm waiting for my pot to get hot, let me keep my onion. I'm going to add my red oil. Yes. You allow it to bleach a little. What is beans without red oil? My chopped onions will go in. If you want to allow yours to bleach, go ahead. But I love my palm oil hot, red, and when you're eating it, you're eating red oil. Alright, we'll allow it for some minutes, or rather seconds, to allow it fry properly. I'm going to add my mixed blended ingredients of tomato, pepper, ginger. I have here the combination of bell pepper, potassium, atalgu, and of course the tomato itself, all fresh. So I'll allow this to fry. I can cover it for just a few seconds. Allow it to fry properly before we continue. ginger and the onion is nice. So you can see this. Very good. Alright, I'm going to bring my water now. You can use your meat stock, but because I didn't cook my meat, rather the water I used from blending my tomato and pepper is what I'm using here. When you're using your meat stock, you should be careful because of the salt and other seasonings that you added to it. So right now I'm going to add my own seasoning. Add my pomo, then my meat. You can use all kinds of protein, any kind, providing it gives you what you want. Stir everything together. You can now cover it for at least 10 to 15 minutes, depending on when your protein will cook. Alright, so I'm going to cover it for just some minutes. Meanwhile, we are making beans, corn, plantain, which is the main source, and of course we're going to serve it with fish. Some other people can fry their plantain. You can put it raw, depending on what you want. But for me, I want my plantain when my food is almost ready. So I'm not going to fry my plantain. Rather, once the beans is almost ready, I'm going to, look, if you want to know more, let me not just let the cat out of the bag. You'll be right back. This is Kitchen Drive. We're cooking beans, corn, plantain, and of course we're going to serve it with fish. Our meat is here. So first of all, we fried our oil. The added onions, added our blended, you can dice, cube, whatever you want, however form you want to have your tomato, and your vegetables. So I had it here fried for some seconds. Added my water. You can add your stock and any water of your choice. You can add now your meat, if it's cooked, fried, or any form. But mine was just parboiled a little bit, and now I added it, and I'm allowing it to cook for some minutes. I'll be right back. Kitchen Drive on ARCNT.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the program Agri Today.
Under Fishery and Aquaculture, we train over 700 women and youth.
Food and agriculture production systems are facing unprecedented challenges from an increasing demand for food for our growing population, rising hunger, malnutrition. This program is designed to bring to you new happenings and innovations in the world of agri. I remain your host, Amin Khadija.
Hello and welcome to the program where agricultural production is explored at its best. Application of adequate fertilizer is needed so as to add to the nutrients. Hence, the best soil for the planting of ginger is the sandy loamy or clean loamy, and nutrient needs to be seriously added to enhance the growth and productivity. I am Hilda Homsem Frantuam.
Hello and welcome to yet another interesting episode of the program Back to Farm.
First thing I do, normally I will clear the farm, then I will look for my that is the chemical I will use to clear the grass. Yes, if you have little capital and you want to start farming, there is joy in farming because no matter how, you know, go to market and buy. When you farm, you eat from it, you dash or you give someone.
My name is Joshua Ishaya.
Media Trend is a program where we touchlight different stories trending on social media just to keep you abreast with all the happenings in the entertainment world and beyond.
I don't watch Big Brother Nigeria. I'm not a fan of Big Brother Nigeria, but if that is what you choose, that's fine. That's fine. White Money, people say that his music is that bad, but man, I think he's good though. Anything he wants to do, he should pursue it.
Well, I remain Euphemia Ijoma, your host.
This is Kitchen Drive, where we explore all kind of kitchen, buka, restaurants, and we get to know different delicacies.
You cover it, you put a little water that will take the soup.
And feel the pot of saying, have a nice day.
This is Market Flow on ARCN TV, and today I'm at the Duse Market in the FCT, and it's filled to the brim.
When price of bag of rice before was 7,500, now you are buying 38,000.
Before they sell less 800 naira, cause now everything now in cost. Less now are they selling 3,500.
Yeah, I go for aluminum pot because that one you go use that one naturally and all that. Tire.
You have been informed about the prices of foodstuff you need to buy this week. I am Fatima Suleiman.
It is no longer news that agriculture has continued to dominate the economic activities in Nigeria, especially at a time when the present administration is trying so hard to move the economy from crude oil based.
When researches are carried out by the research institutes, our products at the college are the extension agents that will carry the message back to the farmers wherever they are.
Organic agriculture in Nigeria, it's at its infancy and it's gathering momentum, and a lot of institutions are contributing their various quota.
The gross domestic product is also being increased. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the program Agric Economy. Join us again same time, same station next week.
Today on Aqua Farming, we are in faraway Niger State. We'll be talking to a fish farm caretaker, and he's going to be telling us the profitable way to farm fish.
The smoke sizes, they range between 400 to 600 grams. For the processors who process them, smoke them, fold them, package them in cartons, and move them to other neighboring states. Then here are the broodstocks. Actually, in the main farm, we have something far bigger than this.
Are these male?
They are both male and females.
Local feed, and the fish are within the range of 2 months. Give them at most, if it's my own, I give them what? 50-50. That's 50% CP, crude protein, 50% what? Carbohydrate.
On that note, we come to the end of the program Aqua Farming. My name is Joshua Ishaya.
Welcome back. Before I went on the break, I told you we are making beans, corn, plantain, and of course we serve it with fish. And right now the aroma is really inviting. So be careful, so that you will not have your food burning. So it's still cooking. So we had here our red oil. We fried it with everything we needed: tomato, onion, ginger, garlic, everything. We added some water. We put in our protein. We allow it to cook properly before we add the beans, of course, and then the other process of the cooking. So as we're waiting for the food to cook, we're going to come back here. We're going to come back here, have our vegetables diced. I want them big. So I want them big. Depends on how you want your own to be. Alright, so our sweet pepper, wash too. Others wouldn't want the seeds. I too sometimes don't want the seeds, but I'm just going to cut little because it's actually the flavor that I'm cooking out for. So I'm going to also cut it a little bit big. Lest I forget, if your beef is not properly cooked, please be careful so that you do not have raw beans. My beans is cooked and at least it's tender enough that when I add it to my protein on the fire, it's going to cook. So once your food, your beans and corn is not properly cooked, you can add it all together at the same time so that everything will cook properly. All right. My parboiled beans and corn. So you just stir it carefully, and of course allow it to cook again. We'll be right back. So I'm going to cover it again for some minutes to allow it cook properly. My plantain, I'm not frying it. I want my bole to be fresh, peeled and washed. You can use raw plantain if you wish. Okay. You can use overly ripe one if you also wish. And then you can use this moderate one. So I'm using this. At least it's okay. So we're making beans, corn. We're going to serve it with fish. The main menu, the main focus is the plantain. So others will fry it, others will have it raw. I want it more this way. So we had our oil, added our protein, allowed it to cook for a while, and then we added our beans and the corn at the same time so that it will cook properly. So right now we're still going to wait for it for a little while. When it's almost ready, we add our plantain, add our fish, add the other vegetables, and of course we will spice up everything. Kitchen right. Welcome back. This is still Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. Before we went on the break, I told you that we are making beans, corn, plantain, which is the main menu or recipe of the food, and of course we're going to serve it with fish. So we had our oil, had our vegetable, we fried everything, and then added our protein, added enough water for it to cook. Then we added our beans. We parboiled our beans before putting it so that it will cook fast. Of course, you can't measure the time that the beans will cook with the plantain. And for the plantain, we are having it raw, unlike others that want it fried or roasted or grilled. But I want my own raw. So right now, let's see how our beans. Oh, the ginger and the spices is really giving it a beautiful look with beautiful aroma. And have a look at it. Tells you that everything is fresh here because all the ingredients are fresh in here. Alright, at this stage I'm going to have my plantain. It was washed already and I'm adding it very well because I want my plantain to still be so that it will not smash in the pot. I'll add good leaf. I'm adding my good leaf. So at this time, let me make way for it to come. This is pala that I'm using. is well roasted. Okay. Maybe. Good. I'm adding more carrot, green beans, sweet pepper, green beans, onions. I'm putting everything here, and I'm just going to allow it cook for not more than 3 minutes because I want everything fresh, green, and I don't want to stir it too much so that it will not miss it in the pot. Rather, I still have it visible and have it so when I'm serving it, I just want it to steam. I don't want it to cook. Alright. I'm going to cover it for not more than 3 minutes and we'll be right back. Oh, it will still be thick. So let me cover it and on it and serve. Alright, so as you can see, our food is ready. We've off the fire rather, and from the look of it, everything is looking greenish, not too cooked, yummy, and I'm sure you want to have a taste of it. Just sit right there. Let me serve it. Alright, so on today's episode of the program Kitchen Drive on Nigeria's first agricultural television, today we are we've cooked beans with corn, fresh corn, with protein and plantain, and of course we're eating it with fish. This is a recipe that can be eaten at all ages, at any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's healthy, it's nutritious, it's cheap even as the economy is biting us. We have a lot of vegetables here and everything is fresh. So first of all, we had our oil, fried our oil with all the vegetables in it, added our meat stock, added the meat itself, then added our beans and corn, which was parboiled, washed and added. We allow it to cook for like 10 to 15 minutes depending on the beans you're using. You can use honey bean, you can use iron bean, you can use any kind of bean, any kind of beans of your choice. Then of course we now added our plantain. Others can fry their plantain, but I had my raw so that I'll have everything fresh, because that is the aim of today's menu. And there's no beans cooking without palm oil. The red oil is one of the recipes that gives you the yummy taste of this menu. So right now, added my vegetable, of course, carrot, green beans, ugu. The curry leaf is nice. Okay. And you can drink it with anything. This is yummy. I promise you. This is yummy and it's delicious. This is yummy and delicious. It's not too spicy. It's not too, everything is moderate and anybody can take it. Alright, so this is the menu for today. Beans, with corn, without protein, plantain, and of course we served it with fish. This is how we wrap it up on the episode of the program Kitchen Drive on Nigeria's first agricultural television in the capital city of Abuja. I remain Hilda Homsem Fantram. I urge you to eat good food, stay healthy. Nothing should stress you. You owe yourself. You live for yourself. So hence, eat good food and take good care of yourself. See you next time for another episode of the program and from all of us here.